Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Unbroken Arrows, Healing Through the Hunt. This is Greg, and I'm here with Catherine today. It's Sunday. Catherine's finally going to join us in the booth, and also joining us this morning is my son Trey, who's been with me here all weekend doing the mixing and the sound. So, hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Children, how are you?
Good morning. I'm happy to be here. I'm excited.
It's been
fun.
It's been a fun weekend so far.
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Been very interesting. And how was it over at Shields?
It was very busy. We had lots of people come through. I had one person buy like $650 worth of just hats.
Well, that would be Trey.
Yeah, that sounds
Trey
like
when he's able to.
my type of person.
Yeah, good grief.
If I could have, I would have.
Trey is sporting his brand new Dirty Duck.
Or you did get one.
Yeah, and I sampled the Dirty Duck coffee, and
I tried the cold brew.
it was
pretty
tasty.
good.
Tasty, yeah. They're from Texas. It was interesting visiting with them yesterday, and I just said, something I learned is Texas is one big ass state. It takes a long time to get across it. And he said, yeah, when we're traveling, he said, and you cross that Oklahoma line and
You're halfway there.
Yeah, exactly. We got 8 hours to go. It's like, okay. Yeah, no. Well, no, we, I don't know how many interviews that we've actually had. Seven interviews over the last 2 days.
Counted 7 last night, I believe.
And all of them have been very informative for us, and we hope they're going to be informative for all our listeners.
Learned a lot.
And some pull at the heartstrings. Some of the stories and some of the things that we've heard, and some of the people that we just talked to in the aisle. They're, what I will look back at this show and remember is the young man that was standing looking at our material that we have in the front of our booth, and you could tell he was struggling a little bit, and I started talking with him, and he said this is something that is making me feel connected to what you guys are doing. And I said, well, do you want to share that? He said, yeah, my dad was supposed to be here with me, and he stayed home this weekend. We've been looking forward to it for several months, and he stayed home this weekend because he was diagnosed with cancer last Thursday, and his prognosis, the doctors gave him a year. And he said, it's making me realize what life is all about. So
Makes you realize there's a reason we brought the podcast here.
Well, that's right. And we've heard that. There's a lot of people that have stopped by and said, you know what, we really understand what and why you want to do what you're doing. So
That's awesome.
So what about, this, Catherine, this was Trey's and my first Pheasant Fest. You've been to Pheasant Fest before?
No.
Okay.
No, so it was in Sioux Falls. People have been telling me 2018. I had never even really heard of it before this, but I had a blast. Obviously, I was kind of tied down at the Shields booth for most of it just because it was so busy, but I did get to walk around a little bit, and there's so many booths. There's so much to see.
There
It
are.
is
Two
crazy.
full arenas and a conference center, like a convention center.
Right.
So it's endless.
And the dogs. They're
Yeah,
everywhere.
I convinced a couple people that I bought a dog. Sadly, I didn't.
You
but
convinced me. I was excited.
Me too.
I wasn't.
False excitement.
No.
No, Greg kicks me out of the house.
Ready to be petless Greg over here.
Well, yeah. It's not that I don't love dogs, because I do, but and Trey, you know our stories with pets and things like that. By the time our last pup that we had, Mickey, when she got to the point where we had to take her to the vet to put her down, it's tough. That's just the tough part, and I know they bring so much joy, and that is so very important. But I guess that's my reason. But
That was a tough call I got while I was in college.
Yeah.
I
dropped
cry
it on me
every
like
time. I
Yeah.
cry every time I think of Coda dying.
Oh.
She's like 6.
Yeah. That's Coda's one of those special dogs too. It's
Coda's
just
such a good dog.
she's those she's one of those dogs that you pet her and Coda, how you doing, girl? How you doing? And you expect her to turn around and say, well, I'm fine. How are you? That's just, she's got that kind of a personality.
She knows English, I swear to.
Mm-hmm.
You can say anything, and she just understands it.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane.
In that, Bob St. Pierre of Pheasants Forever, he talks about, nothing is better in the world than following a dog into a field, and when the dog becomes it becomes part of the family, so we can understand why there's so many dogs all over this facility, and of course they're also well trained. that's the other
they're all
thing.
Everyone's just laying in those beds. They just don't move.
They're chilling, having a good time. But I do think that, Catherine, your grandma said last night that she went to go let one of the dogs smell, so she could pet. The dog just turned her head, It's like I've had enough,
Yeah.
People fatigue.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. People fatigue. But so what so far has been your highlight, Trey?
Well, I think Ryan Callahan, obviously. I mean, that was really fun just from the first day we were here. He was one of the first people I saw. I saw his side profile and the mustache. I'm like, Dad, I know who that is.
Yeah,
and then we finally got him on. That was a lot of fun, just being around the Meat Eater crew.
Yeah.
And
that's who Trey is referring to as Ryan Callahan from the Meat Eater series and the Meat Eater crew, as he refers to.
And I think my two favorite that we've done are Tony Jones and Sean Adams, for sure. They were both. We had a good Saturday. So
yeah, we really
I
did.
enjoyed it all from beginning to end.
Right, and we appreciate all the people that took the time to stop and talk to us. It's been fun. Catherine, what about you? What's the highlight so far?
Ooh, the highlight. Probably Mom getting the Onyx water bottles after I tried to sweet talk my way and they told me they didn't have any.
Did you hear about AJ's purchase?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He told me after. He was like, he's like, I really like those. I think I'm going to go buy one. And I was like, you're just buying it so you get the water bottles.
Well, I tell you what, Mesa threw him under the bus last night when we were at your grandpa and grandma's house. So, AJ, I hope you're doing well this morning. So after getting hit by the bus, so yeah, because your mom let him know what she thought about that purchase. So, but anyway, this is the final day. We're going to be recording some podcasts again throughout the day, and we will be uploading them. I hope that we have been doing things justice with regard to the information that we have been sharing with you, the content that we've been sharing. But this is the 2024 National Pheasant Fest and Quail Classic, and this is the last day, March 3rd. And we've really had a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. And I hope you tune in to some more of the podcasts that we'll upload today, as long as Trey can work his magic as he has been all weekend. And today you'll get to hear Catherine's voice.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah, finally. Maybe I'll just leave the booth and leave the two kids at it, and
I think that could be pretty interesting.
I think so. I think that
a little choppy on the day, huh?
Yeah, there's just a fist bump here that worries me. So, okay, well, we'll sign off for now, and hope you are able to listen to some of the podcasts from the whole weekend. And again, visit our website. We are unbrokenarrowspodcast.com. All of our content is there. All of our podcasts are posted there. I started the process of writing reflections. I've got one posted. I've got a couple of other ideas that I'm going to be writing about here soon. So make sure that you also leave a comment there. Tell us what you think. And one thing that we really do, and Catherine and I have talked about this on several of our podcasts, please reach out to us, and if you have a story of healing through the outdoors, healing through the hunt, please contact us. We would love to be able to visit with you. It's something that is what our main tenet of our podcast is, right, Catherine?
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be anything like spectacular.
Right. Well, it doesn't.
Don't think it's like you had something happen or you've had a feeling and it's not good enough.
Right.
Because it is.
That's exactly right. You know, we were talking with Tony Jones yesterday, and you know, I said that something about just looking at a sunrise when you're out watching the sunrise, when you're out in the field, when you're out for a walk, whatever the case is, you can be moved by that. You know, and that's a story of healing. Is that spectacular, like Catherine said? No.
In a
But is
way.
it real? Yeah, in a way, it's spectacular for you, right?
Yeah.
And that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Before I do cut this one off, I do want to say that probably one of my favorite moments as well, right up there with the story I shared earlier, is running into a young man by the name of Ori Fricke, who was a friend and teammate of Trey's in high school when they played Legion baseball together. And Ori is a biologist now for Pheasants Forever here in South Dakota, West River, and truly one of the finest young men that I've ever known in my life. And so
Pheasants Forever is very lucky to have him.
they are. He's a great kid, and the fact that I saw him, ran into him, really made the show for me. You know. So anyway, anything else, kiddos? Shaking
we're
your
ready for the day.
Shaking your heads. Our listeners can't hear. No, you know that's.
Oh, I think I'm good.
Okay. Well, until next time, we'll be recording today and uploading today. Hope you listen, and we hope you enjoyed the weekend. Again, give us some feedback and tell us what you think.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.